Hello, everybody! Happy Saturday! I hope everybody had a good week and is enjoying their weekend. I had an interesting day yesterday. I got summoned by a friend, very cute spider friend called Plink Smallcraw. Um, she's very interesting. Definitely a lot of fun to hang out with. She wanted to talk about building, which I love talking about building, so I was super excited about that. But there was a lot of shenanigans happening with like some of her mana, and I guess she got like a little overpowered with her mana. Like she kind of almost outgrew the little spot we were hanging out in. Um, but very cool person. Definitely go check her out next time she's streaming. She's a lot of fun to hang out with. Um, and when I came back, I finally found the new kit that the Golems brought to me. It's the Shadow Fox. It's a Zoid. If you don't know, the Shadow Fox is actually a stealth Zoid. So, kind of makes sense I couldn't find it for a bit. It was hiding on me before it was even built. Go figure. Um, I'm actually super excited for this because it is an actual official kit from Kotobukiya. It is not from BT. So if you watched me struggle through making the Liger Zero BT kit, you will see an immediate difference in quality in building this Kotobukiya kit because it's just going to go a lot faster. Granted, the Shadow Fox is a little bit smaller than the Liger, so it was going to be a faster build regardless, but there will be so much less struggling. I promise you. It should be a very nice, smooth build. Um, but yeah, that is what is on the table today. I'm gonna try to get it all done today because it's smaller than the Ligers, but we'll see how that goes. So let's head over to the workbench. All right. So this is what we are building today. It is the Shadow Fox Marking Plus version. Again, it's from Kotobukiya. This is going to be great, I promise. Like, BT kits are really good if you want to practice how to alter and modify things and troubleshoot kits. But if you just want to enjoy a nice, clean build, a Kotobukiya Zoid is the way to go. Um, so as you can see, this is a nice little stealthy fox. It does have a few weaponries on it, mainly that Gatling gun at the top. Its primary thing is used for stealth missions, though, so it's not as equipped as some other things. It does actually have also a bite, and I believe it's got claw attacks capability, so kind of like the Liger. But yeah, it's primarily meant for stealth missions. I first learned about the Shadow Fox through the New Century Zero series. This is the Zoid that Brad obtained, I think is the best way to put it, after his command wolf was destroyed in a battle. And this became his new Zoid. So, let's throw on some tunes and get right to it. This should be really fun. Oh. Alright. So, first thing we need to do, most Zoids start out with build in the head. This one is no different. We do have an immediate choice of options though, because it's going to be a little bit hard to tell. But they gave me two different types of plastic to use for accents for the eyes and the sensors. We can either go with this clear orange, which is what the box art had, or we can go with our actual clear plastic, clear windows for all of those sensors. And I need to make this decision like now because I need these parts right now. If anyone's about and wants to like say yay or nay, orange or clear, let me know. But yeah, I like need to make this decision in like 2 minutes or less because I need to start building with those parts right now. All right, we need A3. But this should be a much nicer build compared to the struggle we went through with the Liger Zero Jaeger. We need an ear. I believe the ears are actually part of the censoring units for the Shadow Fox to help it reduce its presence and identify things on the battlefield. But yeah, the Shadow Fox is one of the few stealth Zoids I know of. Need to trim that a little bit. It's so stealthy, it's really hard for other Zoids to pick it up on the sensors when all of the arrays are working, which is really cool. Let's see. Hey, Super Sculpt! How are you doing today? Actually gonna try buffing these a little bit. Oh, actually, before you go, do you want to make a quick decision for me? I have to choose either between orange or clear for the eye accents. And I need these parts like right now. So orange is from like the box art, but I also got this option, so I'm torn between which one I want to do. Orange? Alright, cool. Thank you. Hopefully I will have some of that set for by the time you get back so you can see how cool it looks. Oh yeah, no. This is a Kotobukiya kit. It's going to be way much more. It's going to be so much more nice to build. So it should be a very easy thing to swap out. But it's just one of those like, I need these parts now, and I can't make a decision because my brain doesn't want to today. So I appreciate the help. orange. Need this one. Oh, and I forgot to earlier, but we did have a new follower, so wanted to thank Teacup Kaizad, Teacup Kaizad for following, and I hope to have you come visit sometime while we're building. I did grab the right part, yes. Yes, I did. Already distracting myself and forgetting what part goes where. Okay, this actually helps. There we go. Yeah. Nice little orange eye. Hey, Blub, how are you doing today? We are looking for tiny parts from here. 15 and 20. 15's up here. It's a tiny part. And 20 is in this corner. Just the tiniest edge. There it goes. Okay. I have to take this tiny part and add it to the ears. Oh. There we go. Nice little ear accent. Then this gets added right up here. Or at least it should. There it goes. Just need it the right angle. And then this is going to accent right here. Doesn't run away on me. Oh. It's like step one, and it's already like so much nicer to have built than the BT kit. Now we need to do the reverse other side of the head. Still need this. We need matched ones. This should live in here. Nice snap that. Then got to get the ear lined up. Then add this. Hey. There we go. Getting the head going. Now we need to build some teeth. Alright. So we have teeth that I need to be pretty careful with, it looks like. Ooh, that sounds like a good find. Super Sculpt. Hopefully it still has, hopefully it still works. What you planning on getting with it? This definitely doesn't belong. Ah, that's fair. I'm sure once you go looking, you'll find something that strikes your fancy and be like, ah, this one. I think there was a small, yeah, there's a little bit. I want to flatten this out a little bit so the teeth lay nice and flat. That way I don't have to do dental work on them, unlike poor Jaeger. Gotta fix those teeth eventually. Gotta make sure I've got the orientation of all this correct. Oh, look at how nicely those sit in. They're nice and bright and shiny. They've got a little bit of a wiggle in them right now, but that's because the rest of the jaw needs to get made, so they're... Hey. But that's okay. Ah, nice sharp teeth. Alright. Now... Let's see... 18. Up here, this little thing. This time they actually gave me a pilot, though. Little tiny pilot. Which just kind of goes to show you how big of scale the Zoids are, because this pilot will sit in the head. So Zoids are pretty big compared to some other stuff. Sand that smooth. All right. This orientation goes here. Are we sure? I don't think so. That looks better. Reading my directions wrong. And then the pilot will sit right there. So they're very small. Extremely expensive Zoids. I'm not sure. This is what is it? The Marking Plus version, so I think it's the most recent iteration of it. It's not like the original version of the Shadow Fox, which the older kits are more expensive. Also, hi! Thanks for dropping by at Legendary Alpha. Alright, and I need a connectory bit in order to finish building the head. What am I looking for? A10? This tells me I have an orientation to pay attention to, but the picture is very small and not great. Which is the downside with small parts. All have been 50 or under. So if you're looking for a cheap Zoid kit, you can get one from a company called BT. There's not a lot of options. It's mostly Saber Tigers and Ligers. But don't, please. I just built one. I just built the Liger Zero Jaeger, and it took me 3 days because it's not the greatest quality of kit from BT, so you spend about half of your time modifying and adjusting and sanding parts so that they snap together. So unfortunately, Zoids are one of those ones where you kind of got to go with Kotobukiya if you actually want to have a fun build, and they tend not to be less than $50. They're usually about like 60 to 80, I think, depending on what you're looking for. And the larger the Zoid is, tends to be the more expensive. I forget how much the Shadow Fox retails for. I'm still missing parts. H8. Oh yeah, lower teeth. So yeah, if you like want to have something that's just cheap to build, go grab a BT kit. They're like $30-$40, but you have to accept the fact that you will be doing a lot of modifying. And yeah, the cooler Zoids are more expensive too, which is also like a struggle. Like, I keep wanting to find I eventually want to make a Zoid for all of the Zoids from the New Century show, because that was my first introduction to this franchise, and nostalgia purposes. But like, it's really hard to find like Brad's Command Wolf, or some of like, it's ridiculous to try to find a Liger Zero Schneider, and that makes me so angry because Schneider is by far my favorite. Did I grab the right part? No, I did not. I definitely did not grab the right part. But yeah, like, Schneider is my favorite of the Liger Zero armors, but I guess it isn't like as popular as Jaeger or Panzer, and that means like I have to find somebody that's got a kit, and it's like going to be twice as expensive as something else, just because it isn't what people want to build, and that makes me sad, because I think Schneider is cool. But it does seem like they're doing more more releases and repacks. So like, before, if I wanted to try to find something like a Darkhorn, I'd have to like find somebody that had like a kit from like a decade ago, but they just released them. Like, I think they're slowly making more and re-releasing them. So hopefully some of the ones that I would like to build will come through a re-release, and I can build them, and they won't be as expensive. Mega Man Zero X model. Doesn't look like $80 in quality, but oh man. Yeah, that's the struggle too. It's just like, I really, really want this, but like, it's kind of like a niche market. And then it's like, well, I'm like one of 4 people that want this, and the seller can kind of set their price, which is frustrating. I get that. Did I? No, I didn't. Sort of makes me glad that most of my kits, my golems just find for me. I don't necessarily know where they come from. My golems just bring them back, and I get to build them. But I have looked at the prices of some of them, and it's just like, dang. And I also feel like, because Zoids don't have as big of a foothold in the model building world like Gundam does, there's maybe not as many that get made, so it seems like they sell out a little bit faster. So it's like, if one of them comes up and they're on sale, it's like, you kind of need to buy it, otherwise it won't be there. Lower jaw. Oops. Alright. That just needs to not be there for a second. Alright, where are the connections? Teeth. Why are the teeth always trying to run away from me? Let me actually check to see where this is supposed to connect before I actually connect it like a smart person. I think we're going to take this off real quick because you slide in here. There we go. My fat thumbs were getting in the way. Oh yeah, that's gonna look super snazzy. Alright, get the pilot in here. And then this should all connect on the other side. I think, why is that got a wobble to it? Alright. I think I've got another part to throw on. Oh. Huh. I'm putting things together before I need to. Jumping ahead. As per usual. Because I'm smart and impatient. My fat fingers, they betray me today. Ah. Actually, no, that's supposed to have a, it's supposed to have connection there. Oh. The hairpiece is only in one piece? Okay, yeah, for $80, just from that brief description, it does kind of seem a little overmuch. That does have a spot for that. Okay. There we go. Just a little backwards building, it's fine. It's the downside to some of these things that don't stay in place until they're like sandwiched together, and then I've got to like try to adjust. Okay. Not actually worried about the lower jaw being on the other side because it is going to get sandwiched regardless. Okay, let's actually grab the parts I actually need so I can actually finish this head. And interesting. I've got a duplicate of this runner, but I'm not sure why. Oh, no. I know why. I'm just going to have a spare part. That's fine. Oh. Oh, the card's giving you trouble, Super Sculpt? I'm sorry. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. That will live there. Then this should live here. Okay. Now I can sandwich? Yes, now I can sandwich. Did the same thing on the other side. It was just slightly misaligned. All right. Boom. Shadow Fox head. It already looks super freaking cool. Like, just like the small little fact that we've got this nice gold and these nice silver teeth, and they're all nice and sharp, and everything went together without me having to, like, modify the crap out of it. Which is awesome. All right. Next, we're moving on to the chest. Do I need this piece? No. Don't need the one I made earlier. I need 6 and 9. They did it to me again. That one's 9. This one is 6. Okay, that's the difference between them. And then I need 8. And then we also need a connector bit from here. C. Yes, this one. Just have to try to that does not want to sand smooth very well. There we go. Okay. That one's 6. This one's 9. Goes in there. This goes in here. The open side facing out. Then this should sandwich them. Okay. We'll need that in a second. Now we've got to build the bottom part of it. Do I need the 4 and 7? L4, this guy. And connectory bit. So this has an orientation. Lives back here. this connectory bit live in here. I mean, it's a square. Alright. Okay. Nothing else. Then these go sandwich. Oh yeah, that's going to have a little bit of movement. That's fine. That's what it's supposed to do. Then this will connect here. Yeah. Alright. Making good progress because they just fit together so nicely. Like, compared to BT, it's just really nice for things to just go together. Hooray. And I need to make 4 of these now. Okay. Oh my goodness, so many parts. Three, 4. Alright, worry about this first because they get sandwiched and then used for other assembly. And if I get all of these parts out now, I'm gonna definitely screw up which ones are which. Yeah, I've built. We actually just recently built an HG Barbados Lupus Rex, and it was such a nice build. Like, I was actually like really surprised because it has a wire for like a tail aspect of one of the parts, and I've seen that wire gag before, and like it's never worked, and this was the first time that it was a thick enough gauge wire that it actually holds shape and holds form, and I was like super surprised. It was just like, this is how things should be. But my first kit I ever built was actually from BT. I just assumed that all kits were like BT kits, and I was terrified of going to something from like Bandai or Kotobukiya because they're more expensive because higher quality, and I was just terrified that if I didn't know how to build well enough, I was going to screw it up, and yeah. Then I built one, I was just like, oh, quality, oh my goodness, quality. These don't have an orientation. Oh, yes they do. Do you have one for me to pay attention to? Yeah, this pieces of the model actually fits together. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to struggle for hours just to get something built. It was literally I was paranoid, like terrified I was going to screw it up so bad. Like, I actually refused to build a legitimate kit for a long time because I was so scared I was going to screw it up because I had only ever experienced BT kits before. And then I just finally took a chance. It was one of those like, all right, I've got these options, and a friend's like, oh, build that one, it looks really cool. I was like, okay. scary because legit kit, am feared, and then I was building it and was just like, oh my goodness, this is what quality is like. It was mind opening. On the plus side, I know BT kits really well because I've built so many of them. I know how crappy they are in comparison, so I generally know what I need to be looking out for adjustments. But even still, even with all of that knowledge, it still takes about twice as long to build one of them just because the quality is lower. $500 in with a 20 kit backlog, like everyone else. No comment. I'm not gonna say if you're right or not. No comment. I think I still have some BT kits because it was one of those, like, I was first starting out in the hobby and I was just like, okay, I'm not even sure if this is going to be something I enjoy. So I bought like a whole bunch of them because they're like half the price as a regular kit. So I still have some. They're just waiting for the day that people can watch me struggle with such a thing. Alright, that's just going to be better. Sand it. Okay. Admittedly, I'm very very unaware of a lot of the memes for Gun Plus stuff, but I will take your word for it. I definitely have enjoyed the few Gunpla I have built, but because my golems bring them to me, I don't really know much about like the series or anything. I'm much more comfortable with like, ooh, Zoids. I recognize Zoids. I know them. I grew up watching some of this stuff. All right, now I need these back so I can finish building. I think these are maybe part of the leg connections, because I've got to build 4 of them. 22 and 31. 22. These ones up here. Oh, that's gonna be tricky. Okay, fine. You can roll that way. Oh, bought like 10 and joined a bunch of... Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah, it is, I've definitely found if it's something that you enjoy, okay, I can't speak for everyone, but for my neurodivergent butt, if I find something I enjoy, it becomes like my new obsession. So yeah, I understand that feeling very well. It's like, ooh, this is really cool. We're going to just go hog wild and go all in on this. It's like, you've built one of these things. It's like, doesn't matter. Brain wants it. It gives me the dopamine. Dopamine good. Not sure if that's what it's like for everybody else, or if there's just a whole bunch of neurodivergent people that built Gunpla. Who knows? It can be both. It can be both of those at the same time. Alright, let's get all of these cleaned up. I mean, hey, if you are, cool. If you aren't, also cool. So long as, like, we all enjoy what we do and respect each other. No judgments. I just have a lot of, like, neurodivergent friends that tend to do the same thing with hobbies. It's just like, oh, yes, we will. Okay. We find a new thing. It becomes, like, the greatest thing ever for a while. And then sometimes our brains get really bored of it fast, and other times they don't. So it's a common theme amongst my friends. So you got into this because you wanted a cool action figure for yourself? Ooh, Death Side. I actually know that one. That is the only Gundam series I actually have seen is Gundam Wing and Waltz. Endless Waltz and Gundam Wing. That is the only Gundam series I actually have any knowledge of. So I actually know Death Scythe. Oh man. That sounds like a really, really fun thing. I wonder if I can get my golems to try to find me one. That would probably be really fun to build. Because I know it. So you got an origin instead? Yeah. the brain's like, oh yes, this make the happy. Let's make your wallet unhappy now. It's like, the trade-off. The trade-off. I mean, hey, Super Sculpt, like, those are things that are common for other neurodivergent people, but that does not necessarily mean you are. Some people, like, even if they've got all of the indicators, are like, I'm cool with not knowing if I am or not. Just don't matter. I think it only, like, really matters if, like, it's something you feel is important for you to know to find ways to better navigate the world because of it. But otherwise, just keep doing your thing. You'll always have a spot here to hang out. Hang out and talk nerd stuff with. I was separating these and then I distracted myself and stopped separating them. At least these are, like, very easy to figure out which one's which. So. Oh yeah, that's a really good point, like Andrew. Everybody's got a little bit of everything at some point. Yeah. Stuttering is... I don't think that's something I've had as much personal experience with. I instead have the anxiety of, like, I would like to talk, but I feel like I can't interrupt a conversation or find, like, the right spot to, like, interject for the conversation flow, so I just end up, like, standing awkwardly hovering until somebody kind of notices me and then, like, asks me something, and then it's usually way past whatever topic. Oh. The stream stuttering? Let me see if I can figure that out in a second. Let me see if I've just got too many things going on right now. Yeah, Discord calls are awful. Okay, yeah. It's skipping a lot. How do I fix this? A thing I've not had to encounter before. Yeah, this is very stuttery. The one time I just let things autoplay and it's causing connection issues. Yes, there's... Okay, yes. Open the settings. Of course, I don't know where most of this would be. Stream. It's fine. Output. No. Maybe it's in here. Yeah, I am not the greatest with technology, so I'm not sure how to fix the stream issue. Alright, yeah, I wish I knew things better so I could actually fix this, but I don't. So if it keeps being bad and stuttery, let me know and I might just try restarting. I'm sure I don't have things open. Alright, I might just have to close some things. What is... Alright. Close that. Why is this so high? Okay, I think I've just got a lot of crap open. That's something that we can close. Fix the network connection. I don't know how to do any of this. Go figure. Alright. Performance mode and editor context menu. Okay. Yeah, it is skipping a lot. I understand. Okay. I think I need to restart my stream real quick. Yeah, this is super having issues. All right. Thanks for letting me know there was streaming issues. I'm going to restart this real quick, so give me a little bit to try to figure something out. I will be right back. All right. Advanced. Okay, yeah. Close that, close that. This still says it's taken up a crap ton of memory. Why? Close. Close, close, close. Close. It does not have that much going on. End task, we'll just restart it. Restore.